night is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the night is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Broncos are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Browns, who will need to solve that secondary. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Now a first down throw, Simeon. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Over!
Again, it's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, now look at 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Third and long. It's Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now Osweiler on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Watching that, Barney. Here we go. Philly, here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Markevius Kiki Mingo is one of those versatile outside linebackers who can rush the passer as a defensive end, yet drop into coverage.
Let's go.
And the wideout in motion. 3rd and 2, Simeon. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. This time, Osweiler will throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a 1st down carry. It's Lacy. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
On 2nd down, Lacy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
The 1st carry now. This is Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now a direct snap back to Lacy. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with the football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Brock Osweiler taking it in. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, Wide receivers, they have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw, Simeon. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now let's go.
From the 50, it's Simeon. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Simeon. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
I guess you don't wear a Super Bowl ring without taking some chances. Gary Kubiak going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Simeon. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Hurry up, here we go.
Play action. It's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Simeon on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Now, look at 56. Watch you now, Barney. Barney, gun.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Gun.
Simeon throwing again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Shift together here from the D-line.
No, Jack, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19 now, 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a short kick. Taking now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39, green 39. No. Just over.
They begin the drive with Lacey. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On 1st down, Osweiler. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down now after the pass completion. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Play action. Now Osweiler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone. Open, unable to hold on to it.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go. 1, 9,
They run with Lacey out of the Wildcat. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On second down, Osweiler escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. Underneath for Johnson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. To throw on second is Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1. Couldn't get the ball. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Simeon. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All right, here we go.
2nd and 10 now, Osweiler. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action with Osweiler. He's got time. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7-0 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Set. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
They begin with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. On second down, here's Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Simeon on first down. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They come up in an offset eye. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
From the 50, it's Simeon. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 31 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, They were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, Osweiler forced out to his left. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to put it through. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Simeon, they set up the screen for Henry. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
No, check. Patriot. Leopard. Green. 39. Black 99. Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319. Leopard.
And he motions the wide receiver. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Simeon, and he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
As a former defender, Brandon, the goal was always to tackle the receiver immediately after the catch. When you missed and gave up additional yardage, you didn't make anyone on your team happy. That's why I'm sitting here next to you.
On first down, Simeon. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
They'll fake it. Now Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demario Davis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Now let's go.
From the gun on third, Simeon. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run in Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Broncos a first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Another pistol look here. Henry running right. Fighting through. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Now let's go.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, and now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run with the fullback Nix. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the San Diego Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Denver, good night, everybody.